and welcome to the stream. You are watching Immortals versus OpTic here in the NA Finals for the StarLadder Invitational. I am your caster Spruce Moose, and with me is ForgeDota. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm looking forward to some exciting NA Dota, let me tell you. And already we got some interesting bans and some interesting picks. We've got the IO, the AA, two heroes we've seen do pretty decently over the last couple of days. And on the flip side, Immortals banning out the Nature's Prophet and the Dark Willow, who I think has been banned in every single game we've covered in the last few days. Nobody wants to play against that hero. Rubik as
Sure,
well.
me included.
Yeah, come on. It's got to be fun to cast at least.
It's not fun to play against. You guys did it in the Battle Cup against
Yeah. Let's not talk about that Battle Cup game, all right? That didn't. There was things happen we didn't need. We don't need to talk about. But
Cool.
hey, we got a bounty hunter.
Do the Immortal Special? They're a big fan of the Bounty Hunter. Grab it whenever they can.
Yeah, Febby usually, I believe, plays this and does a really good job. And it's just really one of those things that if you forget about for even a second, you constantly have to be worried about losing your courier later on into the game. You get enough damage on that bounty hunter, and Febby doesn't mind spending a few minutes just sitting there and ensuring that courier gets sniped. So always have to be in the back of your head. But Tiny Chen going to be picked up.
Two strong laners. Not going to be too worried about a Bounty Hunter rotation necessarily.
Yeah, this is one of the best ways to deal with a bounty hunter pick, right? You just draft yourself very strong lanes, make it very difficult for the bounty hunter to show up. I mean, Chen, he's got his creep army. He's not too really worried if bounty tries to gank him. It's probably going to get turned around the other way, if anything.
Yeah.
Tiny, pretty similar situation, right? You've got the tree grab, you've got the Avatos combo. A lot of damage there for that squishy bounty hunter. So already, pretty strong lanes for OpTic. But on the flip side, Death Prophet. Very, very strong hero against both the Tiny and the Chen. You've got good sustain with the Spirit Siphon, very good push to counteract the Chen with the Exorcism. I like this pick from Immortals a lot.
Yeah, I mean, they know that the AA is already banned out because OpTic banned that there in their third ban, but it's got to be potentially worried about the burst from the Tiny, right, I guess?
It does have to be a little bit worried, but she does have the magic resistance talent at level 10 if she's really worried about it. And, can vary as long as she's not laning against the Tiny, should be able, and even if she is laning against the Tiny, Spirit Siphon, very, very good against a high HP hero like the Tiny. As long as she survives the initial burst, can very quickly turn around a Tiny gank. And I think DP is strong enough right now that she can quickly itemize for like an early hood. And once that's online, she's not going to just immediately die from the Avatos. And then you have the Spirit Siphon to heal up off that Tiny. So I think this is actually okay.
Yeah, fair enough. I do like the Visage ban coming through from Immortals. Saw OpTic running that pretty well. Last time around, I think we saw 33 absolutely dominating on that versus DC in the semi-final match.
Yeah, very, very strong performance from 33 on that. Absolutely destroyed Bryle. They did a very good kind of mind game where they moved around their lanes, kind of like the liquid maneuver where they had their off lane playing in the mid. I think CCNC was playing like an off lane Venomancer or something like that. Like
I think he was playing the Tiny, I believe. Was it?
Right. The off lane Tiny. Like they just completely moved their lanes around, but it worked out for them in the end. And the Visage was very, very strong. So I like that. Like that ban a lot. Same thing with Medusa, just another hero that, even if OpTic's not run it lately, lanes pretty well against the Death Prophet, and if you hold high ground long enough, doesn't really care about what DP has to throw on offer either.
Yeah, also not too susceptible to ganks in the Bounty Hunter as well. We're seeing one of those dead lane type concept heroes, right? You just got Plonker there. She's not really going to kill you, you're not really going to kill her, she just sits there and farms regardless.
Yeah. Very kind of immovable mountain type hero. But wow, the Warlock pick, sorry. That is... We don't see a lot of that hero.
He's making a little bit of a comeback, but he's definitely not like the top tier support. But I do like it in combination with the Death Prophet. You got lots of area damage from the DP with the Exorcism and the Crypt Swarm. Tie that up with the Fatal Bonds, you can be doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, and it's more sustained as well, right? You have the Shadow Word, keep your DP alive during those pushes. That way, if she's out of Spirit Siphon charges, or if she can't close the distance. You have the Shadow Word keeping her healed up. It's going to be, I really like this pick, even though it is a little unorthodox. The one thing that I do worry about Immortals draft right now is that they're on very clear cooldown timers, right? Like
Yeah.
if they don't get objectives within those cooldowns, OpTic's just going to run them down because they're going to constantly just be ready to go.
But they're also lacking a little bit of that quick fire CC, as it were. You've got the Shuriken for Bounty Hunter and a Silence from Death Prophet, but that's about it. Outside of the, I was saying, very long cooldown of the Rock from the Warlock.
Yeah, the upheaval is going to be very good against Tiny, which is nice. Like until he gets like a BKB or if they get a bunch of Force Staffs on OpTic, the upheaval going to be very, very good against Tiny because it's constantly applying, constantly refreshing.
You
so
expect
that,
him to level that up earlier than usual, because I know people tend to go for like the max chains, don't they? Make max fatal bonds and then a couple points in Shadow Word.
I think you still level it up later. It's just one of those things where as you scale more into the game and as Tiny's status resist gets more and more, the upheaval will just be really nice as a kind of area denial for the Tiny. And with this Lifestealer, this is making me think they might want to go with something like an offlane Puck. Would give them that kind of Blink Initiation Warlock Bounty, not the strongest support duo, but this does leave them in a situation where like Warlock can kind of leave the Lifestealer alone. And if they grab something like the Puck here, it gives them a Blink Initiator, close the gap on both the Lina and the Chen. Very difficult to pressure from the Chen as well.
Yeah.
And a good Lifestealer bomb.
I think that's what they kind of think of the Bounty Hunter. I know Immortals have run without the traditional, we have something like the StarLadder, right, or the Storm Spirit where you can just zip in or blink in. But I have seen them run it quite a lot of times with just the Bounty Hunter as that sort of vessel for the Lifestealer.
Yeah, it's not the worst. Like it's still a very good hero. Like they do have a vehicle, but the biggest thing is that you don't want to only have one vehicle if you can, right? If you can draft yourself 2 different vehicles, it's really, really good, because then just because you see the Bounty Hunter on the map, you have to guess. Okay,
you don't always necessarily want to pick him off, do you? Because you'd be like, oh, it's a Bounty Hunter. Is he by himself? Is he got a Lifestealer inside him? Can they turn it around? That sort of thing.
Yeah. Whereas if it's just the Bounty Hunter, it's very easy to say, there's a decent chance there's a Lifestealer in there. Maybe we don't go for this. They take safer engagements, play more defensively. It changes how you play the game, right?
Yeah, of course. Final bans coming through. We've got the Tidehunter on the side of OpTic and Razor for Immortals.
Yeah, the Tidehunter makes sense, right? It's another Blink Initiator. It's more team fight, right? Would put them on a lot of cooldowns, but they're very, very strong cooldowns. So I like the ban from OpTic. And Razor just very good against Lifestealer. And another core that comes online very quickly, doesn't rely on cooldowns very much. They can just run Immortals down while those ults are on cooldown.
Dokie, 1 minute left on the clock for Immortals to pick up their last hero. What are you thinking? Is they want an offlaner, I imagine, here, right?
Yeah, I mean, they could run the DP in the offlane if they want to. I think that's maybe just what they're thinking about right now. If they want to, they could maybe pick up, like I said, the Puck would be pretty good. They could, if they want to run the DP in the mid lane or in the off lane, they could maybe pick up something like a Queen of Pain. Their lockdown's kind of light. It's pretty much like just the Night Stalker and the
Tiny Lina with the LSA. It's a big silence of the Night Stalker.
Yeah,
during the night.
That's true. So it's gonna be the same game. Much more safe pick. This will put the Death Prophet up against the Lina in the mid lane.
Actually, amazed Sand King made it that far into the draft, to be honest. He's normally been seen as like a first phase pick ban.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. Very, very strong hero right now, right? Just very flexible for the most part. That's why you see him so early on. But here, very clear that's going to be Velo on that offlane Sand King, and that's the Blink Initiator there, and another Lifestealer vehicle is all they were looking for. So good pick from Immortals, and Luna to follow up, actually.
Yeah, comfy hero there for PyCap for OpTic Gaming.
Yeah, I like this. It's just a question of scalability right now, right? Luna and the rest of the team are on kind of 2 different timers.
I guess, right, it's kind of like an early, like, 4-man go, mess stuff up squad and just let the PyCap farm around.
Yeah, it's the 4 Protect 1 that we saw them do more for recovery reasons yesterday. in the that was the Terrorblade in the Visage game.
Yes, yeah, it
Pycat
was.
having a very,
Yeah,
very
where
tough
33
time.
went off.
Yeah, an amazing job. But Pycat, you know, kind of playing that. I'm gonna just go farm. You guys have fun for 20 minutes, and then when he does eventually show up, very effectful. So they do have a bit of a 4 protect 1, and they are going to scale pretty well with this Luna now. 33 on the Tiny. CC Luna as well, very, very good against the Death Prophet. Lots of burst damage for this DP. I like that. I like both of these drafts.
If you had to pick a slight edge 20, who'd you go with, do you reckon?
I think the laning phase for OpTic is just a little bit stronger. Luna pretty scary to run into as a bounty hunter. Tiny as well. You're probably going to have the Chen babysitting him. It's probably going to be this dual offlane that we see so much of. So I think it's pretty much just going to be the Lina for this bounty. Whereas on the flip side, I mean, you have a Warlock to kind of pick on. Sand King, once he uses Burrow Strike, is pretty easy to kind of gank for this Night Stalker. If you ever find the bounty, if Zai ever finds Febby, then Febby's probably dead. So I think I'm going to give a slight edge to OpTic here.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think I'll agree with that. Depends how much work this bounty hunter can get done, but it's not the easiest game for him to do so. But we'll see. If you are just joining the stream, guys, welcome. This is the finals here for the StarLadder NA qualifiers. This is a best of 3 of Immortals versus OpTic Gaming. Your caster, Spruce Moose. With me is ForgeDota. And hopefully we have an entertaining series here for you guys. As we see, Febby already placing down a very deep ward here on this bounty hunter.
Yeah, he wants to try and keep an eye on... He wants to, yeah, both courier snipes as well as he's trying to keep eyes on PPD. Right, they know that he's probably going to be playing in this bottom lane, but if he does ever retreat to the jungle, they want to have eyes on him, as well as maybe spot out Zai's rotations.
Sure, we see 33 here getting aggressive on this Tiny, looking to try and steal the bounty arena away from MP, but it's not going to be the case. We do see a 2-2 split there.
Neither team really want to make aggressive moves here. They both have pretty decent level 1.
Yeah.
Just secure their runes.
We see the sendbacks here from PPD, making sure they have the lane equilibrium ever in their favor in this bottom lane.
Speaking of equilibrium, Ryoya went for the rune instead of the block. So CCNC has the high ground advantage right now. This is going to really mess with Ryoya.
Pycat getting pressured though. As maybe he did go for the pull. Managed to get that offlane, hence that was what the deep ward was for, I guess, to get this double wave. Push the creeps back underneath the offlane tower. Velo getting some harass here onto Zai. Has got the Burrow Strike level 1. If he does get into a spot of bother.
Yeah, I think Velo should be okay here. Yeah, he's gonna get his pull. Does lose the one range creep, which kind of sucks, but should be okay.
Big old creep wave for him though. Happy with that. Maybe meanwhile just kind of hanging around under the tower.
Do they have dust?
They've got a sentry on PPD.
Yeah.
No dust.
Yeah, he doesn't have the creep for an engagement anyway, and Lina is still only level 2, no stun yet. So Febby just looking to be annoying.
Couple of jabs here onto CCNC with the Orb of Venom. Spirit Self are going to immediately cancel up there with the distance from CCNC.
CCNC off to a pretty good start though, 10-1. He's forced Ryoya now to farm under tower twice, and it's really messing with his last hits. Death Prophet's animation not the best. And CCNC though. He's just gonna get harassed.
Yeah, see down bottom, PPD making use of that Wild Wing to irritate MP and force him out from away from the tower. 33 getting a couple of shots in there, bringing him down low, forcing out some regen.
Yeah, this is a really, really annoying lane for MP, man. Like, what do you do? There's no support. This is one of the weaknesses of the Warlock, right? You have nothing to deal with this Chen. All you can really do is just try and Shadow Word up your Lifestealer. And...
Can't trade harass as a Warlock against like an army. Never gonna win.
Yeah. And Tiny's gonna get a lot of XP in this lane because of this. Unfortunately, with that pull camp locked, dude, we're not able to connect this, and it's gonna push back under 33's tower now.
Backed up top, we've got a little bit of a squabble here. Zai might be in trouble. They've got another Burrow Strike in 4 seconds if they can find it. And he gets himself back under tower, slowed up there by the Qualifier. Will pop the Fairy Fire and try and turn. Goes for the quick silence level up there. Trying to bring down the second. Lucent Beam there coming from Pycat, but is it going to be enough to get the Burrow Strike there? Febby actually finds first blood, bringing down Zai. Pycat looking for a quick return, but unable to do so. Doesn't have enough mana for the secondary Lucent Beam. Meanwhile, PPT in the middle with the Centaur. They find the Death Prophet there, Ryoya.
Yeah. Oh, and Febby actually goes down after all. They go for another dive on Pycat.
Pycat barely surviving there with the one charge, just keeps himself alive. Will pop the salve. But suddenly a very quick turn of kills. 1-2 the score now. Immortals versus OpTic here.
And Velo, is he going to be fine? They've got the silence ready.
Get the Lucent Beam connection there, try to chase him down with the Void as well, and the last right click there from Pycat, and they do find the kill onto that Sand King of Velo.
Yeah, PPD's waiting behind tower as well. Febby does spot him out here. So
scissored up here though, Dubu trying to body block him up. PPD's got a lot of stuns to work with over these golems. Let's see the micro at work. Can he make himself away? Febby trying to chop him down. DD here for PPD. He'll grab that, but the last right click there from Dubu will find that Chen. Nice rotations there from the supports of Immortals.
That's a good kill. It sucks that it sucks for PPD, but I mean, hey, he keeps his creeps alive. And
33, sorry, in trouble here in the bottom lane. MP trying to dive him deep underneath this tower. He actually should be fine. He pops the salve. Got 4-1 charges to work with as well. In fact, PPD maybe look to try and turn it around here. Look at these shard golems going to work here on MP.
Those shard golems are so obnoxious, man. Every time you get those as a Chen, you're just so happy. It's just so much damage.
More little stuns. Burrow Strike here onto Zai, but Zai just hopping down to the low ground.
Middle lane, though, really going in CCNC's favor. Basically a full level ahead of Ryoya and a slight advantage. And actually, he's going to get sent back to base for the mana. Have his TP ready to go.
It's a smart play.
That's really nice.
A Kunkka X or a Ember Spirit Remnant, but whenever you feel like it, because you've got your little Chen Taxi, as it were. Pretty nice.
Basically, anytime you have a TP off cooldown, if you need healing at all, you can just go back to Fountain. It's really nice. Febby is here, though. They've got Shinada.
They could go on CC. The LSA will connect there onto Ryoya. Is it going to be enough to keep CCNC alive? It probably should be. They're diving him deep. No, into the trees. The nuke just about misses CCNC there with the Fairy Fire anyway. I think he would have lived, but keeps himself alive with a quick juke. Up top, though, we got some action. Lucent Beam connects onto Velo there on the Sand King. They try to chase him down now. Vi diving down between the towers. But they're just looking to pressure him out and let this tower take some damage here with the offensive glyph. And you see early upheaval.
We do see the early upheaval really messing Pycat up, actually taking a bunch more tower shots than he really was hoping to.
Febby spotted out though. The dust there into the Sentry. Lucent Beam connects there. Zai as well with the Void. Should be able to bring him down. One more right click will find him. Zai claims the kill. They're going to chase some more. They just want to focus this tower. Ward pinged out. Yep. They definitely have it. Lucent Beam connected there on Velo. They're just trying to hold him back as they claim this early tower here, 6 minutes in. OpTic lanes looking very good.
Yeah, this is really nice too because I find that, I don't know what happened in the meta, but for some reason offlane towers seem to be some of the hardest to siege. I feel like the safe lane towers are usually the first ones to fall. So OpTic getting this early offlane tower is very, very nice.
And Pycat home there as well, gets the Burrow Strike there from Velo, but he's going to be fine. Zai rotating into the mid, maybe looking to set something up here. But it's just Febby. Ryoya behind the tower.
Oh, he gets the deny on the ward too. PPD keeping his vision up, man. They're going to have to spend another sentry now. It's a huge investment for Dubu.
Pressure up this top lane. So effective. 33 is having a fine time as well. 32-11 on the CS versus 33-6 in MP. Both trading somewhat evenly, but you're going to be very happy with that as an off-lane. But up top, it's Warlock with the upheaval. Actually going to be doing enough work here to keep the Sand King alive. Thinking about turning it back around to get a Burrow Strike there onto Pycat. Doesn't yet quite have the Eclipse, but he's very close to getting that level 6. The Lucent Beam will connect.
He just wants to kill those creeps and get a level 6.
Yeah, he wants that Eclipse so bad. In fact, we're going to see the rotation from the Death Prophet, in fact, finds 33 on this Tiny. They've got the Exorcism a go. They're going to look to try and push into this bottom tower, trying to force OpTic rotations here, and Zai, in fact, will rotate. Cancels his TP. No, he doesn't know. He fulfills the TP, okay. I don't know how much he's going to do to prevent them taking this tower, though.
Not too much, but they are going to lose their mid T1 for this, and mid T1, not a tower you want to lose early. This is a huge, huge gain for OpTic. They are 100% fine with this trade. Lose your offlane for the mid T1 is always worth it, especially if you force out an Exorcism. And actually, they might not even get the tower.
In fact, 33 is here. He's in trouble. He's going to drop. Bit of an awkward engagement there to trap him in the trees there, but the tower is still alive. Mid, though, will fall. Bebby looking to go onto PPD here. Vilo on the sack. He gets a beautiful double burrow strike there, finding the kill onto PPD. The LSA will miss from CCC. Nicely juked. They're still slowed up from the caustic of Velo. They're going to find a secondary kill. Gets the Laguna Blade out there onto Fabe with the Dragon Slave. It's going to be enough with the right clicks. So CCC maximizing his potential there before he does finally drop. But they do lose 2 there in the middle lane.
Yeah, that's, I mean, it sucks that you lose Febby there. But definitely getting the tower is, or I mean, getting the tower for OpTic is definitely favorable, even if you lose CCNC and PPD. It's just such the map control that you get from this, right? This whole Radiant jungle is so much easier to invade because of it. And they committed Exorcism down bottom and didn't even get the tower, right? That's a huge investment of both cooldown and time. And Jubu top.
No. Bycat now on a killing spree 9 minutes in. Does find that. And that's going to be enough gold for his Morbid Mask. Complete up the Mask of Madness. They're going to continue to accelerate his farm from this point on.
Febby's trying to get something done, but it looks like they spotted him. The pings and the lines coming out from CCNC.
Zai immediately making his way towards the middle lane to help out CCNC if needed. Actually, they look to move towards the bottom lane.
This Lina is doing a very, very good job of farming right now. Ahead of MP, who's, I mean, the Pycat is about on par with MP as well. But just the map pressure that's coming out is huge from OpTic, right? Just what you want to do with the Chen lineup.
Avalanche here for Faithful will miss onto MP. Still chucking in the trees though. Trying to bring down some of these creeps to force them back here. But they do have 2 cart waves here from PPD, as he did send home one from the wave earlier. Steals one as well, so looking to make this pressure now, but the smoke rotation's coming through. There's the rock dropped by the Warlock with a beautiful burrow strike. Epicenter coming through from Velo as well. PPD will drop. Can they find more? 33 standing strong at this point. Gets the toss back there with the Avalanche and goes for the send back there. And he's going to be fine. Only lose 1 there for the 2 big ulti cooldowns.
They want this bottom T1, which is, I mean, that's how you want to use your Warlock column, right? They have to be able to get objectives off of this. They do have the Exorcism if they want to swing mid after this, and I think that would be a good move for them. Make sure that you get those objectives as much as possible. You can't give up these early objectives against the Chen.
Send the Warlock with the
it, though.
wave. Oh, darkness popped. Febby spotted out. Looks to be a burst down here by Zion PPD. Science there. Do they have enough damage to bring him down? Yes, they do with the Dragon Slave from CCNC. They will find the kill down to Febby. Lifesteal just still sitting inside the Siege Creep. He's rolling around, but up top, look at this pressure. Bycat continuously pushing in this top lane.
Yeah, the fact that you have a Warlock and a Death Prophet and you've not been able to get any towers is a really big problem. They just not get the deny on that bottom T1, so at least they get something, but the fact that it was denied... I'm worried about Immortals, man. Like, they're keeping up in net worth, but the map pressure that's going to start coming in from Night Stalker, it's nighttime now, second nighttime. Zai is going to be an absolute menace. He's going for the Vanguard. He's going to be very tanky.
We've seen this build come out a few times. They just go for that early Crimson Guard, especially against the physical damage to this sort of team lineup with the Ghosts. Trying to get all the courier. Zai looking to turn it back around. They will use the shield there, keeps it nice and healthy. And oh, actually, we can have a quick pause here. Potential issues, mic issues, but we could take the time to look around the map, check out the item progression. EPD and 33 pressuring this tier 1 tower with the Wild Wing, and this should drop, I imagine, uncontested.
Yeah, I mean, PPD's just done such a good job of causing map pressure, right? You see right from the get-go. As soon as he gets that level 2 in the Holy Persuasion, he gets the Siege Creep cart, and then just goes from tower to tower. Now he's pressuring this bottom T1. Very, very good movements coming up from him, and still managing to get good pressure on Immortals lineup as well.
Sure. This could be the Yules, could be the first item for both of these mid laners. As you can see, very close, just needs a couple hundred gold for that Staff of Wizardry. We have a little bit more progress needed on the side of the DP. Actually picking up the Ring of Aquila as well. I started to see this trend of non-agi carries picking up the Ring of Aquila for the cheap stats.
Yeah, it's good stats. The armor and mana regen are really nice. I mean, it's just a really solid item. They are going to spot Pycat in this jungle, and Febby got his track off of those creeps that Pycat was farming.
I look to make a go onto Dubu here. Spots him out thanks to his illusion. Silenced up. Dubu goes for the TP. Know that Zai has used the Void already, so there's no way to cancel that. But up top, MP setting up. Ryoyo and Velo looking to pressure into this tier 1 tower. You have the exorcism available.
Bottom, they're pressuring bottom and mid. This is how you play against Death Prophet lineups, right?
Yeah.
You just pressure 2 objectives at the same time they're pressuring 1. And because of the really good early movements from OpTic, right? They're pressuring a T1, while OpTic is pressuring 2 different T2s.
Get to use a glyph beautifully here, defensively and offensively in all 3 lanes, which is quite a rarity. MP is going to TP to this middle lane to try and contest this. CCC getting body blocked up here by Febby. Goes immediately for the TP, but there's the rock from the Warlock. Catches onto 2. CCC will surely drop here. The LSA not going to connect on anything. Zai is running for the hills. Can he get himself out of here? Yes, he can. Flies himself over the trees. In fact, he flies himself straight into MP, but he's quick enough to juke around there. But they do lose that tier 2 in the bottom lane. In fact, going high ground here. 33 just trying to get some damage onto this tower with the help of the Chen army. Avalanche there to hold back Ryo, and there's the send back. He's going to be fine. Velo, he's chasing for PPD. Should be able to connect here with the Burrow Strike. In fact, has his Blink Dagger already up. 3 seconds. Nope, yeah, they don't want to chase that.
He's just a little bit
Oh, they're going to go for Zai instead, but the Burrow Strike misses there. Zai, with the Haste Rune, gets himself out of trouble. Nicely played.
Yeah, OpTic just playing this map beautifully right now. That double pressure and the, what was that, the triple use glyph you said, right? Double offense and...
That's insane efficiency. Or CCC though drops the LSA, knows someone's about, or is he just trying to boost up his fiery soul stacks, I guess? But because of that, Febby now reveals himself. Do they have any vision? Yes, they do. Dust comes out there. Lysa is in. Zai will pop out with the rage. Turns it around here onto Zai. The right clicks from CCC enough to bring down Febby. Zai still surviving. Dragon Slave will connect as well. The slow there from the Void onto MP. Can they find him? The Penitent's coming through there with the LSA connecting there with the Gunga Blade. MP alive. Barely. 60 HP with the tread toggle. Rage just in time for the Dragon Slave. The final right click there from CCC. They find the double kill. Can they get anything more from this? I don't think so. It looks like Doobie should have enough space to escape here. But a little bit of a mistake there from Febby, I think, revealing his position.
Yeah, I don't think he expected as much backup for CCC as
do you think that CCC had a sentry there and just missed the stun rather than just trying to get up his fiery soul stacks? Maybe that's what Febby was thinking?
Yeah, I think...
And he's like, oh, I've been spotted, better go now. Rather than staying in Viz.
I don't know if there was a sentry there or not, or if maybe Febby just accidentally walked at the tower.
I don't think so. I think it was literally just CNC casually casting a spell to build up those fiery soul for the movement and attack speed.
And then Febby hops out.
And Febby hops out going, oh, I've been spotted, yeah. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of, because there wasn't any vision. Oh, in fact, they're going to find Zai here, hanging around deep near the shrine. He should surely drop. Can he go for the deny? Not going to find it. Doobie there will find the last tick of damage there to bring down that Night Stalker. In fact, they're looking for more. PPD might be out of position here. Velo next to the Burrow Strike, but here comes the Chen army ready to fight and turn this around. 33's here with a DD as well, but it's not going to be enough. PPD will drop. Tiny walks into the pit and goes for the TP. Can they spot him? The Yules. Oh no. MP there was the one to walk inside the pit, but gave enough time for 33 to get himself out of there.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the kill on PPD wasn't a track kill either. Maybe too far away. A little bit unfortunate, but they are going to look to pressure this T1 tower again now. They've got the Exorcism ready to go, and the full 5-man is ready to go. Right, this is what Immortals want. They want this 5-man, you know, scary, we're going to push your towers. ICAT doing a decent job of pressuring bottom, and 33 is pressuring top in the meantime, though.
Yeah, for sure. See CCNC queuing up the Shadow Blade, getting very close to that. But here comes a Burrow Strike through. Cax onto PPD, pumping the Warlock rock. But it doesn't drop it yet. The Laguna Blade comes out there onto Rio, and the Death Rock gets the Yules up defensively. The LSA, but they're finally the rock drops, but only catching onto CCC. But here is Pycat with the clips doing the same amount of damage into the middle of this fight. Vest comes out from MP, trying to keep himself alive. The dust is popped there. They're trying to chase him down here with the right click. Zai hovering over the trees, trying to chase him down. Has another void available. Catches him. Can they bring down MP? The Dragon Slayer connects as well. One more right click will find. In fact, the tick damage there from the Orb of Venom, or sorry, the Urn of Shadows is going to be enough. And that was actually a huge fight win for OpTic, bringing down 3 with 2 big ults used as well on the side of Immortals and losing nothing.
Yeah, that was a really, really good Shadow Blade reveal there from 33. He comes in from behind, so the whole of Immortals, you know, they're looking towards the Luna, they're looking towards CCNC, and then a really good, I think that was like a 3 or 4 man Avatos. Oh, and they get the courier. Oh my god, 33.
That was the relic as well.
That's the relic for the Radiance. That's a guaranteed
That is
3 minutes.
insane. Mic issues again. Little pause here from Immortals, but 33.
This guy, man.
Yeah.
If it was Turtle Beach, PPD with the casual plug there.
Yeah. I wonder if he's sponsored at all.
No, PPD never. He's a purist, man.
Yeah.
He doesn't take no sponsorships. No, but I mean, just like the movements from OpTic have been really good, right? Constantly pressuring the side lanes. Anytime Immortals looks to go for this big 5-man, it's just getting absolutely punished. They don't have the heroes to quickly clear out these lanes.
33 might be in trouble. Yule's up there, set up for the stun from the Sand King. But he's got the Shadow Blade. He's going to be able to walk himself away. He's tanky enough to survive that sort of initiation.
They don't have the track there.
He doesn't know there's 2 sentries about though. Walks himself back to the wave. He'll clear it, and a quick send home there from PPD though. Make sure he's okay. PPD will get the double ward here. Ooh. Yule's aggressively here, but stun there from Vela to hold him back. Nice quick reactions there. And CC just kind of taunting a little bit, walking forwards, going, "You can't touch me. I'm home, boys."
He does have to be careful though, because Ryoya did have the Yules there, and you can actually purge off the Chen send home with the Yules. So, I mean, he did have his team backing him up there, so maybe not like the worst play to be taunting there. Yeah. But in certain scenarios, right, if that is supposed to be a disengage, Ryoya does have the tools to say like, no, you're gonna stick around here.
Yeah, maybe he's thinking it's a little bit of a next level bait going through from OpTic. Darkness will be popped now by Zai. Ifebi's looking for this courier. Can you find it? He's gonna spot it out. There you go.
Nice.
Just 4 clarities though. Nothing.
Not quite a relic, but
no.
You know what? Febi gets points for trying. All right.
Go Roshan attempt from OpTic though, realizing that Immortals, their stuff back in their base, and this is dropping very, very quickly with CCNC, ICAT, and PPD with his Chen army. They smoke up immediately outside of the Roshan pit. Look to get aggressive here.
They do have the level 2 exorcism finally online, but oh man, this level disparity. I'm just realizing now, level 14 on the Luna, level 16 on Pycat Luna.
I mean, Kargak's just been like free farming the entire game. Catches out, Sanking here with the stun for 33. The burst damage, he is gone. 47 seconds, no buyback in the trees. Despite Aria, can they get the stun in time? Yes, they can. The Yules is there from CCNC. Defensive Yules there from Ryoya, trying to keep himself alive, but don't think it's going to do that much good. Toss there, and the last right click, CCNC now on a mega kill streak, brings down the Death Row at 44 seconds on the sideline. In fact, Pycat, he's chasing down MP as well. The slow is there from MP, but look at this PPD with the rotation. MP trying to turn the fight. It's just gonna get brought down. Pycat dominating now. He goes, I'm just gonna turn to these creeps and keep farming up. I don't even need to look at you to kill you. You know?
Yeah, I mean, that was 3 core kills back to back to back. And I mean, they are. I'm just realizing now they're 4 levels behind Pycat. All of them. All of them are level 12.
Look at this network, 5k above any of the enemy cores on Pycat.
Yeah, absolutely dominant showing from OpTic right now. They're just this is one of the dangers of drafting this heavy like 5-man team fight. Is every time you go to group up for this kind of thing, OpTic have just been splitting them up. right? Constantly shoving in the other lanes, making sure that the pressure is being applied. PPD doing a fantastic job of pushing in those side lanes, 33 as well. And meanwhile, Pycat's just been quietly farming.
Sure, I mean, it's a great combination there with the Chen, of course, and the Night Stalker. To make sure you always have that great vision and diminishing vision for the enemy team as well. Doing such a good job of it this game.
Yeah, and CCNC not messing around. He's not gonna, you know, think about getting picked off easily. He's gonna go for the Lincolns. Might even go for the BKB next.
Four-man smoke kit. From Immortals, they're gonna catch out Zai and CCNC. Double Burrow Strike there from Velo. The Rock will be dropped as well. 33 is in the vicinity though. Zai looks to be the sacrificial lamb. The Avalanche there will hold back the rest of Immortals and allow CCNC to escape, but Zai will pay with his life.
Bottom.
Bottom, yeah, Pycat. He's just, okay, hello, I'm at your axe. I'm a Luna.
This is what happens every single time Immortals goes for this kind of 5-man group, right?
Yeah.
They drop the rock thinking, okay, we're going to group, get an objective, but OpTic having none of that.
Febby with a double track there. Actually, test turns with Pycat, drops the Eclipse. The stun will come through from the Sand King. Febby living on an ounce of HP, but the send back is in time for PPD. PPD will drop, but Pycat, he will live. Ryoya, meanwhile, in trouble here from CCC, trying to chase a blink forward from 33, catches him there with the Avalanche. One more whack from the Tiny. Death Prophet is down. Once again, 50 seconds on the sideline.
PPD, I can't even handle these sendbacks, man. Like, just absolutely not messing around. Constantly making sure that if his cores are even in the slightest bit of danger, he's like, I don't care. Waste your TP cooldown. You're going back to base. I'm not. Like, there's 0 deaths on Pycat. There's, like, what, 2 on CCNC and 2 on 33, right? Anytime PPD has been there for the save, he has made sure it gets off. He is not messing around with his core safety.
Cool. Now you see Pycat and Zai looking to set up, push into this last tier 2 available. The Immortals here, they don't want to lose this. Here comes the epicenter, but the BKB is there from Pycat. Beautiful timing, forces him forwards as well. Tried chopping down him, the physical damage of the glaives. Febby in trouble, but there's no vision. The tier 2 will shortly fall, and everyone is forced back to their base for Immortals, and that is a massive cooldown to be wasted, essentially. EPD's dewarding, and now they can just look to set up again. Zai?
Zai does get caught out, though.
Yeah, he's silenced up. Can they send back again? PPD with the Hand of God. No, it's not quite enough damage there with the Corsic and the Burrow Strike. Bring back Zai. He goes down.
It was a good attempt.
Yeah, they look to re-engage. They 33 here. He's in Viz. Pycat with the DD rune. Avalanche toss combination there. Velo gets the Burrow Strike out, but he's still stunned up. There's Lucy coming through. The exorcism will be popped, but already 2 down for Immortals. Make it free. As the buyback does come through from the Sand King, but MP, he's here to fight. Try and chop them down, but look at this damage from the Luna with the DD. Immediately turn and run. That's buyback from the Sand King.
Yeah, and with, I mean, Aegis is about to expire, but they force a buyback out, and very good BKB reveal from Pycat there.
Oh, insanely good BKB reveal, yeah.
He's just, he's 6k ahead of
Spot out Febby here. Darkness Problem immediately burst down there by Zai and PPD.
Was there a hero there? I couldn't tell.
Yeah, not anymore.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Immortals.
10k deficit now. Score 15 to 20, looking a little bit more even than perhaps this game feels.
Okay, so with this Aeon disc now on Death Prophet, they have a bit of a chance, right? If they blow all their cooldowns on OpTic right away, there's no exorcism for so long.
Zai going deep here into this. 33 there with the toss back, but there's the Warlock. Dropping the rock, catches on 2. Zai does go down. Pycat taking a lot of damage. They do manage to hold for now, forcing them back.
33 with the beautiful blink in there. They got a nice high ground ward. So as soon as Velo goes for the epicenter channel, just blink in and avalanche from the Tiny. There's no BKB on Velo yet. He's not even working on it. So they go for the rock fatal bonds, expecting the epicenter, but it just gets canceled.
CPB now picking up the gem, helping with that map control, helping the vision spot out the bounty hunter as well. Trying to secure this game for the team. Look to control the map, wait for the next Roshan, which will be up in about 1 minute 40 seconds or so. And look to go from there.
Yeah, I mean, just and they did get the T3 as well, so they can take the shrines, they can pressure those. And with this net worth advantage, like the team fight advantage, the 5-on-5 advantage is definitely there in the draft for Immortals. But I worry that with this massive 11k net worth lead and the huge lead that PyCat has for net worth, that the team fight doesn't matter anymore. Like the items are just there. All these luxury items for like PPD. I mean, maybe not PPD because he's, sacrificial lamb, but Sai, he's got a full spear vessel and wand and gem. They're going to spot him out. There's almost a full butterfly on PyCat.
Oh, Febby.
CCNC.
Goes for the track and immediate TP. I think he's going to be okay. Yeah, he's fine.
I just feel like Immortals is going to have a really tough time if they can get all of their cooldowns back to back to back and like get this huge team fight chain. Then they're still in this game, right? Team fight is the king of Dota at the end of the day. But
oh, butterfly now though on PyCat, 18k net worth. It's 8k above the death profit.
Solar Crest on MP gonna help with that a little accuracy, but it's
not looking great for Immortals.
No. And Luna is, once those T3s goes down, Luna is insanely good at taking racks with those glaives.
Roshan's fact going to be up in 1 minute 20 seconds, so not the quickest of Roshan spawns. Zahid is flying around looking to make sure there's no wards about side of Immortals with that gem of his. I mean, there is one up here which he will spot moment, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, like if you just look at Immortals' vision right now, their whole map is just dark. They have no idea where anybody is. They have no information. They see CNC top right now. That's it. But I mean, just the vision advantage that you get from a Night Stalker, coupled with the gem now completely dewarding, the net worth deficit is only going to grow and grow and grow as PyCat just farms wherever he wants.
We see the death profit is queuing up a blink dagger at the next item. I mean, I think that's the right sort of call. Point in the game.
I mean, it's kind of the
Febby.
The new meta.
Oh no. Walks uphill into the gem. Instantly blowing up there. Not going to waste the Lunar Blade. Just chop him down with the couple of nukes and right clicks.
Yeah, Febby having a very, very tough game. I mean, this is one of the weaknesses of the bounty hunter, right? As a hero, is just if you fall behind and you're not able to keep up some kind of vision and map control, he doesn't offer anything in a team fight, which is where they're trying to supplement that with the rest of their draft. And all you can do is offer bonuses to killing people. But if you can't kill people, you're not really a useful hero.
Yeah, especially when you pick him so early into the draft, right? It just allows OpTic to prepare for that bounty hunter, set the lanes up accordingly, which they have done fantastically, to be fair, with the Chen pick, the Tiny, and the Night Stalker.
Yeah, I mean, just so many clutch sendbacks from PPD, right? Anytime anybody was in danger in the laning phase, PPD was there to just be like, okay, you just run away. I think CCNC died like once to a bounty gank, and that was with Vela's help.
Interesting. See Roche is up, but they don't want to go for it right now. They want to go for a smoke pick off instead. Febby. A smoke into smoke, but the Shadow Blade is there from 33. Gets a 3-man avalanche there, connects onto everybody. Febby silenced up there. The Lunar Blade flying through onto the Sagi. Instantly burst, no buyback available. CCC in trouble though, as MP and Ryoa go ham. PPD will drop there from the damage of the Exorcism and the Lifesteal, but here comes PyCat. The Troll Summoner Creep there actually controlling up MP with the damage from CCC is gonna be enough. The Warlock Golem will forward as well as Ryoa controlled up, burst down there by the Tiny, and that just might be GG. Or they're gonna go back for Roshan. That is the question. They call it GG. Buyback only on MP there on the Lifestealer. With the power of that Luna, your base isn't going to last very long at all. Game 1 there, going the side of OpTic, 19k up, 31 minutes in.
Just solid map understanding of the game from OpTic there. Drafting themselves very strong lanes against the Bounty Hunter, making sure that they have very good scalability against the Lifestealer with this Luna pick, and I mean, PPD playing an absolutely magnificent Chen game and just dodging all of the 5-man that Immortals was trying to set up. Every time they went for a 5-man group, Immortals just split up and pushed 2 side objectives, left maybe like 1 or 2 heroes to defend whatever lane Immortals was pushing, just kind of shove them off the towers and snowballing a net worth lead, basically.
For sure, for sure. All right. OpTic taking game 1 here of this best of 3 series. Do stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back for game 2. I have been Spruce Moose, casting with me ForgeDota. Don't go anywhere.